The work is about making a performance with the people around at the time that we make it. So for me, what's interesting as a musician is not only kind of the musical material, I think I'm a bit more interested in the people that are performing than actually what is being performed. For me, making art is about a time and a place, and for me, art only really has meaning when it's in the time and the place of its creation and its performance. So a work like this, a big performance in the square in the centre of Guimaraes, Praça de Oliveira, it only makes sense for that music to be performed in that square on that day. Really, anything else, it then loses its meaning. And for me, that's what's interesting about being an artist, and I believe that's what art is about. It's about people and places and specific times. It's impossible to make any kind of art without a community unless you are doing something as a solo in a room on your own with no audience. So if I was to work with a professional string quartet, that's a community. If I work with an orchestra, a professional orchestra, that's a community. If I work with a group of elderly people from Guimaraes, that's a community. If I work with a group of rock guitarists, that's a community. And all of those communities, they come together for different reasons, but at the end of the day, they're just a group of people who come together, who have a sound that they can make that is unique to them. And the job of a composer or an artist is to really properly use the uniqueness of the sound that community makes. With a project such as Operação Oliveira, the community is a diverse one, where we have some very experienced musicians who've played for many years and can play lots of familiar sounding music, and we have some people who are real beginners and don't perform very much. They are completely equally valuable on the project because they make completely different sounds. And the exciting thing is really properly trying to use the resource of the sound that they bring.
Veste, Manuel? Mais? Já está?
Trabalhar com a comunidade é sempre muito sensível, porque não quer dizer que seja melhor ou pior tecnicamente do que um profissional, não é isso? E o objetivo aqui não é ter 300 profissionais a tocar à primeira sem sequer ensaiar. O objetivo é perceber a energia das pessoas, o que é que cada um pode dar, não é? Isso é muito importante, perceber em cada cidade ou em cada caso, e neste caso, partindo do Tim Steiner e ramificando por cada um dos líderes de naipe e depois para o resto da malta, é mesmo muito importante sentir o que é que cada um pode dar e conseguir aquele equilíbrio, não fazer uma coisa fácil demais que seja desinteressante, nem fazer uma coisa difícil demais que torne as pessoas distantes e com medo de participar, não é? E aqui está perfeitamente encontrado esse equilíbrio, claro que sim.
vais ter mais.
O projeto Operação Oliveira é mais que uma música, lá está, é mais do que uma partitura, é muito orgânico, é muito forte, é um trabalho de grupo, é aquela questão de 300 pessoas darem a mesma nota, soa muito mais do que uma pessoa dar 300, não é? É muito diferente. E essa magia, essa força e esse empurrão que se sente quando se está a participar na Operação Oliveira vem daí, vem da junção de cada um, um bocadinho de cada um ser maior do que qualquer um de nós, não é? Obviamente.
Este projeto está a ser extremamente criativo, já tivemos vários encontros com o Tim Steiner. No início ele começou a ouvir-nos para tentar captar os sons da cidade e depois foi criando, foi-nos apresentando as suas propostas, foi-nos ouvindo e foi reajustando a música àquilo que ele pretende e àquilo que nós somos.
An interesting thing that I get that I really like is the sound that beginner string players make, for example, and they bring a sound that is impossible to create with a professional string ensemble. And if that's the sound that you want, then you have to work with some beginner string players to get that sound. And as an artist, you start to have problems if you try to get groups to create a sound that they just can't do, unless that's what you want, of course. But it's a question of hearing what's there, looking, seeing what people have to offer, and making that more and better, but a response to what they have to offer and what they can do. So I think that it's the job of artists to work with the broadest palette of communities that are possible. One of the important jobs of an artist is to inspire people, and one of the best ways to inspire people is to go and work and make work with those people. When you work with any community, their response and what they do, the way that they respond and the way that they perform and the ideas that they bring that is the art. That's where the art lies. There's a difference between going and working with community and playing music that immediately they will identify with and connect with and enjoy. There's a difference between that and challenging communities to do something they wouldn't otherwise do.
É uma boa forma de chegar às pessoas e dizer tu podes fazer parte, não é? Vindo daquela coisa do ano passado, de muita gente pela primeira vez em 2012 pisou um palco em Guimarães. Independentemente da idade, há pessoas, quer pequeninas, quer com 80 anos, pisaram um palco pela primeira vez o ano passado porque acreditaram que podiam fazer parte de alguma coisa, que não é só para super profissionais e pessoas que trabalham há 30 anos um instrumento ou uma tela, e isso é muito importante, fazer as pessoas parte da coisa, fazê-las acreditar que conseguem fazer, o mais simples ou mais complicado, mas toda a gente pode fazer.
For the city, what's particularly interesting, I think, about this project is the identity in the city as a performance by the city, for the city. And so it takes on a very special kind of meaning for that. We make real efforts to try to reach out to lots of different sectors of the city and bring them all in. And by putting particularly the concert here in Guimaraes, in the Praça de Oliveira, we're putting it right in the heart of the city. It's in the centre. It's impossible to ignore this thing. I think if and when a project like this goes very, very well, there's a sense of a city actually really feeling like, yeah, this is our place. This music is about us. Now, if we were doing here, for example, if in the concert in Praça de Oliveira we played loads of cover versions, it wouldn't be in the same way about the city. The music it's new music, made for Guimaraes, inspired by the people of Guimaraes and the architecture of Guimaraes, and we use the word Guimaraes in it a lot. So it's difficult to put it somewhere else. And I think that people really feel a lot from that. They feel it's special because it's about them. We're not singing a song about New York or Paris or London. We're singing a song about Guimaraes.